Hi everyone, so we are back with our sixth course, Warning Someone and Making Suggestions. The course is presented by me, Harshita Jain. Something about me, I am pursuing BCom from Delhi University, CSE aspirant, and my interests include writing, dancing, and photography. If you like my courses, do follow me on Unacademy on this link. For any questions and queries, you can write to me in the comment sections or in the Q&A section. You can follow me on Unacademy app as well, which is available in the Play Store. Do rate, review, and recommend the courses if you like them. Warning someone. Okay, so this is somewhere you have to be very careful. Warning someone doesn't mean that you shout on somebody, you get angry on somebody, or you are just, whenever we listen the word warning, we get a angry face in our head. But it is not like that. There are some common phrases which you can use when you have to warn somebody about something, and it does not mean getting angry on somebody or shouting on somebody. It's just being polite and warning them about something that they should not do, something which must not happen actually, okay? Not should but must not happen. The first one we have is I wouldn't if I were you. You can also say it in this way, if I were you, I wouldn't. So I would. So this is a phrase which you use when you are strictly saying to somebody that this must not be done by them, otherwise it would have really bad consequences. Okay, so you strictly have a negative opinion about that. So you can say I wouldn't approach her if I were you. Clear enough? Okay. I don't think you should. So it is a simple way of warning somebody. I don't think you should approach her. Clear? Okay. The next one is I don't think you ought to. So very similar to this. So you can say I don't think you ought to say no to this job. Right? Okay. Now the next is a word of warning. So a little formal. You usually do not use it in informal conversations. You use it like a word of warning, of course, always in the beginning. There are wild dogs in this area. So it is understood that it is a very formal kind of a phrase, and you use it whereas you think that something has risk or danger in being done. Okay, so you warn somebody about something which is dangerous or which is risky, which could be risky for them to do. So and in only such extreme conditions you use a word of warning. I must warn you, again you're being strict about something that this must not be done. Sorry for the wrong example. I must warn you about approaching her. Okay, so we use gerund. Next is look out or watch out. You can use either of them, it just means the same. But a very important point, that it is indicative in nature. This phrase is indicative in nature, which means when you are saying this, you are pointing towards something. Cool? So you can say look out, there's a bike coming. This means that you are indicating towards the bike. Okay, you're pointing towards the bike. You must be pointing towards the bike, right? Naturally. So you use it when you're being indicative in nature. Next is be careful. Again it is simple. Are you leaving now? Well, be careful. Which means you use it in the most normal situations as well. Next is better safe than sorry. It is also used as an idiom. So you can say you should keep some gloves, better safe than sorry, which means that you usually use this when you are mentioning a preventive measure. Okay, so you should avoid eating junk food, better safe than sorry. So you usually or most of the times use it when you're indicating or you're mentioning a preventive measure, right? Okay. Now warning notices, just included this because I felt it is a little important. If you have to put a notice somewhere, if you read somewhere, so you know that it is a public notice. So sometimes what happens is we want to issue a public warning notice. We have to put on a board about warning somebody about something, or not one but many. Okay, so it is a public notice. So whosoever may go through somewhere or may go there or may visit some place, so they come to know that it is dangerous or it is risky to do this. So which words do you use? Beware, caution and warning. Okay, and you put column with these two, and you can always use off after using beware. Okay, so beware of the dog, caution, wet floor, and warning, wire inside. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Next is making suggestions. So to be clear enough, whenever you are suggesting something to somebody, it is again a very basic part of our daily conversation in English. We are used to giving suggestions, but what happens is that we do not focus so much. Okay, we always have that kind of a feeling in our mind that we need to improve our spoken English, we need to improve how we speak in English, but we do not focus that even the smallest steps can lead to the success point, right? So whatever you are doing, you have to, achieve those small steps, the baby steps to reach to the success. So again, don't think that it is something very basic. Okay, ignore this, it is such a basic lesson for the beginners. It is very important, it is very crucial. Okay, so you do not become a brilliant English speaker after just reading a book. It is when you know how to deal with every point or every bit of the situation. Okay, you know how to speak thank you, you know how to introduce yourself, but when you have to suggest somebody, you do not know how to speak there. So just advising that please do not think that it is something basic. Even the basic things are missed on when ignored, right? Okay, so let's now learn the basics. Why don't we? So you can continue with the thing you want to do or the thing you want to be done. So why don't we go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. What do you think? So we are taking it as an example. How about going for a walk? So always followed with the gerund. How do you feel about, again always followed with a gerund. How do you feel about going for a walk? I would like to go for a walk. How about you? We could always go for a walk. I suggest you to go for a walk. Why not go for a walk? Okay, you do not include do. I've just included it as another word. So why not go for a walk? Okay, so here you use gerunds always, but here you use infinitive of the main verb. Okay, I hope it is clear. So in the next lesson, we'll be discussing some more phrases. I hope you liked the lesson. Please rate, review and recommend if you liked it. Bye bye.